more times can I film this video? Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Amanda. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So this is going to be basically like a 3 to 4 part haul. I'm going to break it up into high-end, drugstore, luxury, and like indie brands kind of style. So you can see by the title, we are going to be doing the luxury haul right now. So you will be seeing the other ones very soon, within the next few weeks. I want to break them up so that way it's not haul after haul after haul. If you want me to do specific reviews, tutorials, first impressions, any videos that you want me to do with specific products or just videos in general, please always leave them in the comments down below so that way I can put out content that you all want to see as well as the one I enjoy making. I like to have a good mix of both, especially what you all want to see. So I'm just going to set this over here to the side on the table. So if you see me reaching this way, that's what it is. I'm putting everything over here. So let's just kind of dive in. Some things are new and then some things are not new but new to me, and some things I have tested. If I have tested it, I will let you know throughout the video, like mini micro reviews, because I don't want this video to be too long. So we are going to jump right into the haul. Definitely try Beautylish. What I use it for is a lot of luxury brands that I want to get at the time but don't want to pay full price for at the moment. So there is a, you have to have like, you can spend like ever so much, but there is like a 3-month payment. I think the maximum is like let's say that you spend $500, it's going to be broken up into 3 months, but you're going to pay the majority of it that first payment, and then the last 2 months are going to be $100. I think the maximum is $100 for the last 2 payments. So whatever you spend over $300 is going to go on your first payment, if that makes sense. The majority of the stuff I have gotten from Sephora, because like I said, those are like 3-month payments, so you can only place one order, pay off your payment, and then start another one. Just go ahead and get to perfumes. I know a lot of people start with makeup first and then leave perfume for last, but I have not actually bought perfume in a long time, and even then I had never purchased luxury perfume. I usually just stick with either Victoria's Secret or Bath & Body Works body sprays. So I have not 1 but 3 perfumes. So this first one is the Prada Candy Gloss. Now there is a bunch of the Prada Candy ones. This is just the gloss one. It's got the lipstick tubes all over it. And I did get the 2.7 fluid ounce one. I think this is the biggest one. I'm not 100% sure, and I knew I was going to get so much use out of it, so I bought the big bottle of it. And I love this packaging. It's so cute. Now this one I did get at Ulta actually, and this one I'm actually wearing today. Oh, this one's super sweet as well. This one is another day to day one. This one has like a tiny bit of sexiness to it, but it's super sweet. This is the Givenchy Live Irresistibly. My boyfriend just got home, so my dog is kind of excited. Just heard him pull up. She just heard him pull up. So this one, just like the Prada, is a day-to-day one. You can see that I have used this quite a bit. And then I have the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. This one is so beautiful. I think this is the smaller sized one. This is the 1.7 fluid ounce one. In the Givenchy, I think it only comes in one size. I'm not sure, but this is the 1.7. Now this is the one that is super sweet, but has a lot more of that musky scent. So this is one that I would wear nighttime. I really wouldn't wear this during the daytime just because it's a little bit too musky. But I do love this for the nighttime, night out, date night kind of scent. And then I got the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronze Makeup Base. You can use it as a cream bronzer if you want. I have used it as both. I'm actually wearing it underneath the bronzer that I have on right now. Now this is super warm. This is the only shade that it comes in. This is super warm tone, and I use this when I'm super pale and when I am tan. Be careful if you want to use it as a cream bronzer because it is like a super warm, can almost pull orange if you are too fair, but if you're going to use it as a base, then you're good regardless. I do use it as a base because I don't know what it is about this product, but it makes any bronzer on top of it look super smooth and blended and beautiful. And then I have this Tom Ford bronzing powder. This one is the shade Gold Dust. They have 3 of them, and they also have like the big size version, which once I try out another smaller size, I'll decide if I want to get the big version. But I've been really liking this one. Now this one is like the smaller pan one. This one is a really warm toned bronzer with some gold sheen flecks through it. Now once it's on your face, you do see like a sheen. Now you can't see the gold flecks once it's on your face, but you definitely can see the bronzy sheen to it. And you know this product is super bougie when it comes with its own little dust bag. So cute. And I do keep it in its little dust bag in my collection because it's super cute. And then I guess we're moving on to Charlotte Tilbury products. This is the Lip Cheat Lip Pencil in the shade Iconic Nude. This is my favorite lip liner at the moment because it is like a true brown toned. Like it kind of has like a little bit of a pinky undertone, but it is more brown. And I love lining and overlining my lips with this color. This is what I've been wearing every single time I wear a lip liner, just because I've been really into browns lately, and this doesn't pull pink on me. I don't know how it will look whenever I am tan, but as of right now with my like fair light color to the skin, this does pull a lot more brown, and not like a beigey brown or pinky brown. It's just like a brown, because there's a couple different ones that she has, but this is the Kissing, I think it's matte, and this is in the shade Nude Kate lipstick. I like this, but it's not my favorite just because it pulls really like peachy, and those aren't my favorite. They tend to make the teeth look really yellow. But I will test this out a little bit more, probably like in the center of the lips as like an ombre look, but just on its own I'm not a big fan of it just because of the beige undertone. The Charlotte's Genius Magic Powder for the under eye and the face is supposed to be a soft focusing light diffusing loose powder. I got this in the shade 1 Fair. Now this has like a fair, very light pink undertone to it. I don't know if the next shade up will have like a yellow tone, but this one has like a very, very faint pink undertone. And I do have it under the eyes right now. I don't know if it's like a blurring effect, but it is a very light powder, especially where I have super, super dry skin. I can't overly powder my face because then it will look dry, crepey, and just look cakey. Now I will put the under eye right around the nose, on my chin right here, and right around my smile lines, and right here between my forehead, basically the T-zone area, but also right underneath my eyes. And I've been loving this just so nothing creases, but so that way it won't dry it out. So this is my favorite powder at the moment. I have a lot of powders I've got recently, but so far this is the one I have tested the most, or if any, and I'm really enjoying it. The Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation in the shade 1 Fair. I do need to order the shade 3 in this. Now I do really, really enjoy this. It's like sheer to medium coverage. It just makes the skin look so beautiful and skin-like. It doesn't make it look cakey or anything. It just makes it look healthy and fresh and beautiful. Let me know if you want me to do a separate video with this. I might like my everyday youthful healthy looking overall look. We'll probably do that video. Just let me know if you want me to do that video. This is the Magic Away Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade 3, so this is a little bit darker than the foundation. That's why I need the shade 3 in that one. But once I blend everything out, it just isn't like a brightener. It's just like an even coverage. Once I use that and then bronze everything up, it just blends in together. It doesn't look like it's darker in places. And once everything's in, it does blend. But I still need to get a darker foundation. But I just love this. This is like a light to medium coverage. It's not full because it doesn't cover up all of the dark circles. I do have to put like a creamier corrector underneath, something that is a little bit more salmon-y colored. Put my foundation on and then go in with this on top of it. And then I did get a second one as a backup, because this one I don't know if you can even tell right there, I am just about out. Now that's the thing with this, it's super good, but it does go very, very quickly. That's the only negative, especially for the price point. And then I got the Hollywood Flawless filter in the shade 3 for light to medium. I do want to get the shade 1, but every time I go on Beautylish or Sephora, it is sold out. But this you can use as a multi-use product. You can use it as a liquid highlighter and under the foundation base, like all over. If you want like the glow from within to peep through, you can blend this in with your foundation. This is really a multi-use product, and I just love this. It is a super glowy, but like a very fresh, healthy skin, like your skin but way better type of product. Okay, and then I think this is the last Charlotte product. This is the Magic Cream. Now this is raved about by so many people, and this is also a very expensive product. So I just got the little mini version from Sephora. I'm still mad at myself for paying the price that I did for this itty bitty little micro-sized thing, but I really wanted to try this and just spend the price on this versus spending, I think it's like $100 or $100 something on the net full size or next size up or something. But again, this is a Charlotte's Magic Cream Instant Turnaround Moisturizer. I haven't opened it or anything yet because I have a moisturizer I have now, because I want to wait and try this, because if I love it, I want to be able to get it. So I'm waiting to try this out because I have a moisturizer that I'm using up, and I really am enjoying it right now. Okay, and then I got this. So this is new. This is the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric High Coverage Stretchable Concealer. I don't think I have heard anybody talk about this yet. I got the shade 2, which is, it would work with this foundation. But like if I was to use it like with that Charlotte Tilbury one, this would probably be way too dark. If you want me to do a separate video on this, now they have the Power Fabric Foundation, which I never tried. I wanted to, but for some reason it just never called enough to me for me to want to get it. But then the concealer came out, and I was like, I've been on a high kick for concealers, and like I have been going through like a couple weeks I'll want like foundations, and then a couple weeks I'll want powders, and the next couple weeks I want all bronzers. I don't know what it is, but there was a kick when this came out where I was on a concealer kick, and this came out at the right time. So let me know if you want me to do a video on this, because I haven't really seen anybody do any videos on that. I can't show you this one because it actually is in my shower right now. I am using it, but I haven't used it enough to really gain an opinion on it, so I can't really say anything. But this is the La Mer, the Cleansing Foam Face Wash. And so this one is like a little tube about like that far down. But it's not as big as the box. This is a 1 fluid ounce, which I will say I have used it quite a bit, and it's not ran out yet. But I use it with my Clarisonic. I have used it on its own, and then it kind of dried out my skin, and then I used it with my Clarisonic and it didn't dry out my skin. So I'm going to have to play with it a little bit more to fully gain a real opinion. But I've been trying this and dabbing into more expensive skincare, just because that's one thing that I need to start really taking care of is my skin. I'm 23 and I'm not getting any younger, and I need to start taking care of my skin. I think I have used this once, maybe twice, but I have used this once. But again, this is along those terms of the skincare, because it's supposed to have really amazing ingredients for a long term for this. And I know that Jaclyn Hill and a couple others actually rave about this. I don't know if she still does, but I know for the longest time she raved about this. This is the Sisley Paris Double Sensor Instant and Long Term Primer. Now I'm gonna leave, just like I do every haul that I have, I'll leave what the product is as well as the price somewhere on the screen, and I will do that because I'm not saying out loud how much this was, because this is that product I was talking about at the beginning that I want to slap myself for buying. But once you purchase it on Beautylish, it, I guess in my head, justifies it, because I'm not paying the price all at once, and I'm breaking it up. Is there even English on here? Lifting skincare with botanical extracts, which is effective both immediately and in the long term. An instant tightening mesh on the skin for features that appear lifted, and an in-depth strengthening of the skin's firming capacity for more toned skin. Apply over your daily skincare or to touch up during the day for an instant beauty boost. Just tried this once and didn't really pay attention because I was using a couple other new products, so I didn't really pay attention if it done like any tightening or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to test this out a lot more because I mean I paid a hefty price for this, and for the price itself, I mean I'm known being a bit picky and it's supposed to be all about the product on the inside, but for the price that this could have been a glass. Now this is just a plastic. You only do get 1 fluid ounce in here, but it does come with a nice little pump, but all of this is plastic. This is the La Mer, the powder. I don't know if there is more than one shade. I'm not sure if I paid attention enough to that. Pretty sure this is a translucent shade. I just don't know if there is more than one shade. This is very, very nice packaging. Super heavy frosted glass. There is already product in here. Now this is tinted. It does have a fair yellow, like a fair banana shade to it. But I haven't tested this out. I've just taken the little plasticky thing off of it, and it does come with like a little itty bitty finger powder puff, which I haven't tried this one out. I plan on doing like a full face of luxury products once I get a couple other things to fully do a full face. And then I have, I guess, let's move on to YSL. I got 3 lipsticks from there. This first one is a new one they just came out with. This is the Volumped Plumping color. Now this is in the shade 7. This is just like a very golden sheer balm, and it does have this little black heart in it. I think that's supposed to be the plumping, but I'm not sure. You can see it there. It's basically almost clear, but it has like a gold shimmery glossy look to it. These are new. They just came out with this. Is the silver little tube. I don't know if this one, now don't be mad at me if you can't, but I'm pretty sure you can get this color on its own. It's just this was limited edition packaging. It has the color of the hearts. Whatever color the lipstick is what color the hearts are too. But this one is the shade 44. And that's what it is right there. It's like a medium, kind of like baby pink. In the shade 9. This is the Rouge Volupte Shine. And that one was the same formula, by the way. Now this one I will be able to wear a lot more. Now this one was more of like a Barbie kind of pink, and this one is like that milky medium everyday. This one's more wearable than this one in my opinion for me. And then I got 2 Natasha Denona palettes. That one's very reflective, sorry about that. I got the Sunset palette first, and then I got the Gold palette when it launched. Both of these from Beautylish, and then there is a new one that's coming out with, I think it's the Bibba, I think it's Bibba. I'm not sure. It's like a more neutral version of this, but it's different. Like, I don't know, there's something about it that's just very eye-catching. Which I'll show you this one in a second if you haven't tried it. I do think these shadows are worth their price tag. I haven't tried all of them, just these 2. And this is the Sunset palette. It is just like your everyday like fall type of colors. It's like it's got like this red and then like these orangey and bronzy golden type of colors, and this bright yellow. I do like that yellow as well. I just like the fact that I can bend this back, still have the name of the colors if I want to tell you guys, and still bend it back all the way. And then this is the Gold palette. It has the reflective gold packaging, and again the same big mirror and then the little plastic sheet with the names on them, and then it can bend all the way back. I fell in love with this whenever it came out, and I still use this as a day-to-day palette. I really just go in with these 3 shades right here like all the time, and then sometimes I'll dabble in with the other ones, but usually my go-to are these 3 matte shades right here. And there is just something about her formula. I don't know what it is, but I just love her formula. We'll look at that. Oh. And do some Marc Jacobs, and then we'll move on to end it with Hourglass. I got the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. This is just a little travel size to go. I've heard some good things about this, so I just got the little travel size version of it. I have a lot of mascaras honestly, so it's going to take me a while to actually use that one for me to like feature in the videos because I have so many open right now. And then I have the Sequins Glam Glitter eyeshadow. This was in the shade Topaz Flash. This is like a bronzy like undertone, like a brown bronzy undertone with like gold and purple like glitters in it. These are absolutely gorgeous. Now these are a little bit crumbly. They're super soft. I would definitely wet your brush first, but this just, it's very unique. I haven't tried any of the other shades yet. It's very beautiful for a smoky eye. And then I have the Finish Line Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. I may have tried this once. I'm not 100% sure, but just like the La Mer powder, this does have like a fair banana shade to it. It's not like super like white translucent. It does have like a yellowy tone to it, and I do like the little net sifter in there, and the centerpiece is like a cylinder that cups down into it so the product doesn't get everywhere. This is the new addition to the Dewdrops. This one is in the shade Fantasy. The other one is in the shade Do You. It came out last year, or I think it was last summer, or the time before that, I'm not sure. They came out with the darker version. This I cannot use until I have a really good tan in the summer. But you can see right there, it's just a really pretty rose, like metallic rose gold. But you can see like the shadow once you turn to the side, that I definitely cannot wear this until I am a lot more tan. And then even then I would wear it more as like a body highlight versus like a face highlight, unless I did it like underneath for like a bronzer glow, like under the skin or like under the foundation, so that way it wouldn't be too harsh but still would do the like glow from within. Then I got the, I think this was the holiday edition, Lighting Edit Volume 4. This is like the lilac-y pinky purple packaging. And then I use every single one of these shades. I do have this one in a jumbo size. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know. And like this one I have in a jumbo size. This one I'm not sure if I have a jumbo size or like a full size of it. But I can use every single bit of this. This highlighter isn't like my absolute favorite highlighter just because of the color. And it's got a little bit of glitter in it. It's not much though. I do love mixing these two blushes together. And this I can use when I'm fair. It's very beautiful. I love these marbles because they're super natural. They have just enough pigment and you can build them up. And they just look super, super natural and beautiful on the skin. You can't overdo it. So I do have this bronzer. This one is in the shade Nude Bronze Light. That other one I think is a little bit deeper. This one is like a super, super fair, like almost contour shade. It is a little bit more cool toned than anything. It is very neutral, but it's more cool toned than warm. Okay, and I did have both of them. I knew that I had Diffused a lot, which I bought this one before I bought the palette. I love this, especially I use it on the under eye and then the whole cheek area. It is beautiful to just add a very nice glow from within, healthy, very sheer powder layer. So if you want to set something down but don't really want to use powder, this is just beautiful for all over the skin. It doesn't make anything look cakey. It just blurs everything and makes everything look so gorgeous. And then this one is in Dim Light, which again is in that palette as well. This one I haven't used at all, so I don't really have an opinion on it. So I'll let you know how I like this one. They just came out with, and I thought it was perfect because the year I was born was the year of the pig, and they came up with the year of the pig blush. This one is in the shade Vivid Flush. This is beautiful. I can use this when I'm fair, when I have a tan. Just use a super light hand if you are fair. This is a beautiful mix between those two blushes that were in that Ambient palette, the more mauve-y one and the more pinky one that I was talking about. I love mixing together. So with this, it is actually a very, very nice mix. I love this. This is one of my go-to blushes at the moment because it is just so beautiful. I love this blush, and if it's still available, I definitely recommend getting this one. I've used this once, don't really have an opinion. That very first impression, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I may have used too much, I'm not sure that though. This is the Veil Mineral Primer. So many people have raved about this. It does have a pump. But we'll see. how I like it. But this is more of a collective. I didn't just go out in like 2 shopping trips and buy all of this. This was more of a collective haul. But like I said, Beautylish is amazing, especially for products like the Sisley, the La Mer, Natasha, Denona, like that. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Please hit that notification bell so that way you can see the videos, because I know that a lot of YouTubers have been complaining about the algorithm of YouTube and how it's not showing up on people's feed. I'm not sure, because where I haven't uploaded videos in so long, I haven't got to experience any of that. Please don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to see more hauls and tutorials, first impressions, any makeup related videos. Hope that you all have a wonderful night or wonderful day whenever you are watching this. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.